Hi flower friends, it's Nicole from Flower Hill Farm, and I just wanted to pop on here before we get into today's vlog and give you guys a little bit of an update. I am post-surgery now. My surgery was just 4 or 5 days ago. I am home, I am relaxing, I am resting. There's gonna be a few updates, so if you're only interested in what's going on in the Hoophouse, skip a few minutes ahead, probably to around the 6-minute mark. I am able to do quite a bit. I am able to start shipping because guess what? If you're not on my email list, you might not have seen calendars are out. This is the 2026 calendar. I'm so excited. I'm not going to reveal anything about what's inside, but I can share with you the exciting news that we have plenty of wall calendars. And then new this year, by popular demand, we have added a desk calendar to the mix. Now this desk calendar will arrive flat, and then you take the bottom, fold it in, go up a little bit, squeeze it, and then it is for the desktop, and it is double-sided. I don't want to give anything away, but I'll go to this image on the inside. Okay, so here's the image. Sorry about the light. Here's the image for that is the same as the cover, and on the back it has, it's got the small image with the big calendar, and then the big image with the small calendar on the bottom, and that goes for every single month. So very exciting. These are limited. I only ordered a few hundred of these to trial it. They're going quick, guys. I'm so excited. So I'll have to order more of this style next year. And then the wall calendar, as always. And guys, I dropped the price of the calendar this year by about 25%. I just thought, you know what? The more people who have access to a calendar, people love to give them as gifts, as stocking stuffers. So I lowered the price. And what else do I have to tell you? Oh, some fun things are happening. I believe we have a launch date for my podcast. That is supposed to be November 18th. Is the very first podcast of In the Garden with Flower Hill Farm, sponsored by Botanical Interests. And then I was just a guest on the Backyard Bouquet podcast with my friend Jen. I will drop a link to that podcast in the description of this video. What else is going on? I am limited in what I can do for the next 6 weeks. Well, this is a lie. I'm limited in what I can do really for the next 4 months because this surgery I have a 5-pound limit. I can pick up this box of Lisianthus seeds, which I'm also excited to tell you about. I am limited in my capabilities of lifting. I am bruised all over, very tender, very sore, but I feel great. Made it through the second surgery. My third surgery is not scheduled yet, but I have another meeting with a couple of surgeons on November 20th back in Boston, and we're hoping to get that surgery scheduled for mid-December really at the latest, because that's kind of the latest that I can have surgery and be fully recovered by spring, by March 1st, when the hanging baskets start going at the greenhouses. And this third surgery, guys, I'll share all this with you as I go through it, but this is a hysterectomy, and it's for multiple reasons, but one of the main reasons for this hysterectomy is that I have a fibroid that is the size of a cantaloupe. I am not joking. I have a 6-month uterus because I have a fibroid that is approximately an 11 centimeter sphere. Good times. I'll fill you guys in. I'll probably do some separate medically related videos just so I separate the flower farming from this, because I know the people who are wanting to watch the Hoophouse planning video are not wanting to watch this first 5 minutes of me just talking about other things. So my hair is a mess, so don't look at it. I apologize. I am going to be recording and editing a few more vlogs over the next, just November. I've got a few things that I've already recorded. I've got a few things that I'm gonna start. One of the things that I'm gonna start that I'm so excited about is I'm gonna go ahead and do Lisianthus from seed again this year, guys. I bought thousands of seeds, and we are going to fill my basement grow room with Lisianthus babies. I will go over all of the varieties that I have with you guys in a video when I start the seeds. I'm hoping to start the seeds probably the week of Thanksgiving, just to give them a jump start for the spring season, because Lisianthus, guys, they take at least 14 weeks before they're ready to go in the field. So I'm hoping to plant them as early as possible. We can plant Lisianthus in my climate probably around, depending on the weather and the forecast, usually mid-April is when I can get my cool flowers out. So some years we have 4 feet of snow on the ground in April. Some years we have mud. It all depends on the season. I'm going to be ready to go with my Lisianthus, and I want you guys to follow along with me. Okay, so let's hear a word from the sponsor of today's video, and then we'll jump right in, and then we'll jump right in to getting the hoop house ready for plants. And now a word from today's sponsor. It's HelloFresh. HelloFresh actually arrived while I was having surgery in Boston. My son Axel brought the box in and he put it all away for us. And thankfully, this is in my refrigerator right now because I don't have to worry about what's for dinner while I'm recovering. We are looking at this sweet and spicy Thai salad. It was hard for me to choose my options because look at this. Trout with pistachios, are you kidding me? And then this sweet chili beef bowl. So it was hard for me to decide this week, but we are going with the salad. Okay, I've got some of this stuff laid out. This recipe uses a Bouquet sirloin. HelloFresh has doubled the size of its menu, and guess what? Portion sizes are bigger too. More rice, more grains, and more protein in every meal. While I'm recovering from surgery, I'm focusing on a higher protein diet, and now you can even swap out the protein for something else, like you can change chicken to a premium steak or seafood at no additional cost. They're meals that feel like a date night, but you're eating it right at home. This is delicious. This smells good, and I snuck a taste of the dressing. It is divine. It's rice vinegar and some delicious sauce, and then some red hot chili pepper flakes and a little bit of lime juice. Come on, it's delicious. Okay, I'm gonna dive into this, but I wanted to tell you guys that if you are interested in picking up some HelloFresh and eating delicious food like I am right now, take advantage of the all-new HelloFresh by using my code FlowerHillFM, and you will get 10 free meals and free breakfast for life. 1 free meal per box with an active subscription. Free meals are applied as a discount on the first box. New or returning customers only. Varies by plan. Click the link in the description box below or use my code FlowerHillFM at HelloFresh.com. Thanks to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. Now it's back to work. Hi Flower friends, it's Nicole from Flower Hill Farm, and this week my mission is to get the hoop house planted before I go in for surgery on November 5th. So Brad is mowing the leaves as they keep falling from the trees, and we don't rake them or anything, we just mow them back into the ground. But we have prepped the hoop house and it's almost ready. All of that new soil. I'm gonna wait until Brad's done mowing so that you can hear me better. Last time in my last vlog, this area right here was completely full of 2 loads of soil, and we moved it inside. And now we are ready to lay the new fabric down. So I went ahead and splurged because, guys, year after year, I'm trying to figure out the best way to grow in this space. And every year it becomes overwhelmed with weeds. So I know I have to like lay fabric down. And every year it takes me forever to use the little butane torch and burn the holes, and it just is a mess. So this year I decided, well, it was kind of one of those late night things where I was trying to fall asleep and I'm scrolling, and this ad basically from Farmer's Friend, which is where I buy my high tunnels, came up, and it definitely piqued my interest because it was the pre-burned. So, oh my gosh, guys, I have all different color nail polishes on because I was testing swatches, so sorry about that. Anyway, this pre-burned woven fabric advertisement came up, and Brad is delivering it right now. It's too heavy for me, it's in that box, so he's bringing it right over here. I'm so excited about it. How heavy is it? Oh, not too bad? Oh, wow, tough guy. Woo, thank you. So I haven't actually opened it up yet. Okay, so it has these already burned in holes in here. Now, here's the thing. Here's the issue I have with this, but I'm gonna roll with the punches. This spacing is much wider and much further apart than what I normally do for spacing. I normally plant my ranunculus and all of my crops in here in order to maximize the amount that I can grow in here. I usually plant everything 4 inches apart. These are set, I believe, at 6 or 8 inches apart. So this is a little bit more, so it's limiting the number, but I think the stuff that I do get planted in here will grow better, maybe. I don't know. We're gonna figure this out together. So anyway, this is a 500-foot roll. It's 4 feet by 500. This is 16 feet wide. So I should be able to cut it into 4s and, well, more than 4s, but I should be able to cut 100-foot lengths 4 times over and have more than enough to have 4 rows, which is more than I've ever had in here. So maybe because I'm having 4 instead of 3 rows, I'll be able to kind of equal out the amount that I usually grow in here. But if I'm being 100% honest with you, I've never actually had this entire thing planted. It's just not happened. One year I came very close to having the entire thing planted. There was maybe a gap of about 15 feet. And I think that was because my poppies just didn't do well. And then some of the self-seeded stuff never sprouted. So there were gaps in the tunnel itself. But I know that I think I'll have to look up the number of holes that is in this entire row. But I think I have to remember to leave a couple hundred spaces because I definitely have some things that I want to start over the winter and plant in like March in here, which include my stock. I don't buy plugs of stock. I start that from seed. And my poppies, I did not start buy plugs for. I'll have to start those from seed. So I need to leave a few hundred holes open for that. Well, I'm wrapping up a couple of things in the garage, getting some ranunculus orders that just came in the other day. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap those orders up, and then I'm gonna roll out this cloth and staple it into the ground. And I think tomorrow is gonna be the day where I spend the entire time planting. Oh, so that is the pattern. There, it's 4 rows wide. Wow, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and lay it out and see how it goes. Start at the front. Oh, wait, I think it might be easier to pull it than to push it. Oh boy, here we go. Not sure. I am actually, okay, I am happier. Now, this is gonna make it easier to harvest on both sides too, having the edges. Okay, all right. This is gonna be different, but I'm gonna get used to it. Okay, got the first row laid out. I'm gonna just walk down here just so you guys get an idea of, this is actually like 100 foot. Obviously I'm losing some space, not going all the way up to the edge, but those weeds are nasty and every year I have a hard time harvesting on that side. So because I do, I think pulling it out to where Brad tilled to is gonna be a better idea for me. So, okay, all right, we're almost hitting the end here. This is 100-foot hoop house. Technically, it's 2 50-foot hoop houses connected together. Did that a couple of years ago, but I'm very excited about this. Knock over the whole hoop house. I am ready to give this a slice and then roll out the second row. Gosh, managed to do it between the circles. Not that I needed to, but I did. I'm moving the camera for a better angle. Halfway down the hoop house. See you soon. it would be a downward decline, not an incline. This is awesome. I am so happy with my purchase. Now, just to be full disclosure, zero connection with Farmer's Friend, literally just a customer. This cost me just under $500 for all of the fabric and all of the staples that you'll see me using in a minute. Now, I'm not stapling anything down because I don't know how I'm gonna have to shift to get the fabric to fit in here because of the edges are not all the way to the edge. So it's not 16 feet wide exactly because of all of the edges. So that's why I'm not stapling anything down yet. Okay, let's get the scissors and roll it out again. This is so beautiful. So beautiful. It just makes me feel organized in a year of chaos. And this little row here, look, yes, my toes popped through my shoes. That's why I'm wearing them for farming. This is all I need for a row, even though it's overlapping quite a bit. It's overlapping probably double. That's all I need for a row is just, if I have to shimmy myself sideways down the row, I will. But this is making me so happy right now. But if I have space, then I can make the row a little bit wider by setting it out. But I'm not sure I'm gonna have space. We'll find out. Obviously, because of the price of this is not something that I'm gonna throw out every year. This is a reusable woven fabric. That being said, I need to prepare for that. As in, when the crop is ready, take it out. Otherwise, it'll be a mess in here and it'll be a pain in the butt to get out of this fabric. Is that not the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? I'm not sure I've felt this much joy in quite a while. This is very rewarding. I am so happy. Money well spent. No weeds, no burning, just me and about 5,000 plugs. Actually, let me look up, but I need my phone and I'm recording with my phone. So let me look up how many holes are actually in here right now. Ooh, it is hot in here, guys. Oh, it's only like 40 degrees outside, but it's like probably 70 degrees in here. I'm sweating. So I just looked up on Farmer's Friend website because I only used about 400 feet of it. There are fewer holes. So I'm going to subtract, I think I'm going to subtract about 600, like 20%. So there is approximately 2,500 holes to fill here. And I have more than enough plants to do so. I mean, I'm probably going to grow a ridiculous number of ranunculus and anemones in here. So, all right, I am going to go ahead and start putting staples in, and then tomorrow is planting day. I've got a pot of spaghetti sauce on the stove, so I'm going to go check on that and get back out here and put the staples in. Have you ever seen something so stunningly beautiful? Neither have I. Just going to go ahead. I'm using this like a rubber mallet, and I'm going to go through. Of course, the first one I'm going to hit a rock. And now it's all bendy. It's okay. I'm going to fix it and move it. Okay, that one went down much better. I'm going to go ahead and just continue doing this for probably about 45 minutes. So excited. Now, I'm going to be placing a nail every couple of feet in the middle rows. Hi, I'm up here, sorry. And then on the edges more so, because when the sides are lifted in the springtime, late winter, when it's too hot in here and I want to cool it down, I don't want the wind to catch the sides. So on the sides, I'm going to go a little tighter.
Okay, I have the outer and the first row stapled down. I put one in and then I skipped 2 or 3 and put another one in, and then the outside they're a little bit closer together. But I also feel like that little ridge on the edge is going to help the wind on the side as well. It's kind of sunken down about 6 inches, so that'll work. Okay, we're actually going to a friend's house for dinner. I made the pot of sauce, but they got all the fixins, so we're gonna call it quits for today. And then tomorrow I will finish putting the staples in and then get planting. I just counted it up and I have about 2,100 seedlings to get in here. Hopefully I'll have enough room for my ranunculus afterwards. We'll see. Okay, until tomorrow. There's something incredibly pleasing about this. Incredibly. Remind me to talk about drip irrigation and why I'm not putting it in the tunnel.
Just hopping on the end here again to say thank you all for all of the well wishes. I have been overwhelmed by support. It's been fantastic. And the calendar orders, I've got hundreds of orders already, and I'm so excited and grateful. And guys, Aunt Jan's ornaments are nearly sold out. I didn't even mention that at the beginning of this video. I'm kicking myself right now. Aunt Jan's ornaments are available. She's got a few new designs this year. I think we're down to about 75 ornaments available. So if you guys are interested in getting your hands on some of those, you better do it now because they are selling like hotcakes, I tell ya. Now, Aunt Jan hand draws and hand paints every single one of those ornaments, and it takes her probably 8 to 10 hours per ornament. And we're selling them dirt cheap because that's how she is. She just wants people to enjoy them. The next video, we will be planting the rest of Henry the Hoop House, and I will share with you guys how that's been going so far. It's been probably about a week now since Henry has been fully planted, and I'm so excited. It's, I think, the first time in 2 years that the Hoop House has been fully planted. I'm very excited, and once again, have to shout out my husband, Bradley. Flower Hill Farm would not exist without Brad Pitt. And I know that some people might scoff that off, but that's the truth. I have been successful in building my farm and my business because I have the support of Brad. And without that, there would be nothing. So shout out to my husband, who is my number one, always my BFF for life. And I'm just so grateful that he is able to, not that he's able to, because yes, I'm grateful for that too, but that he's willing to sacrifice his time because he works 45 hours a week outside of the house. So he's willing to sacrifice because it's not just my dream anymore, it's our dream. So it means a lot to have a supporting family, partner, friendship, kids, grandparents, all of those things. You know, it's not just one person building empires. You don't do it alone unless you're Caesar. Okay, we'll see you later. Bye.
What is full of 2,500 holes, yet still holds water? Henry the Hoop House. Oh yeah, gonna be full of beauty come this spring. And I was gonna plant in here I was trying to plant in here today, and not sure if I can continue making a video because every 15 seconds approximately a gunshot goes off, and that doesn't really make for great flower content. I think he might have stopped shooting. It's been approximately 45 seconds since there was a gunshot. I just spent $500 but saved approximately